That was quite a action-filled intro.
Yeah, thank you.
This guy, I was on a podcast a while ago, and he said, "Oh, let me get the monitor in front of you and the microphone, and then you can see yourself while you're talking." I go, "You know what else would work? A mirror." So, I've been on kind of a depressing rant lately about all the shit going wrong in the world. And last week I think it hit its zenith because I could see even among the diehard comics, they're like, "We've heard enough of this shit already. You're not the fucking news." But I decided maybe I should take a look at things differently, you know? Maybe I should check out the other perspective. Like if we were all water bearers for the AI, which ironically, that's going to be what it is, because every place they're putting data centers, they're running out of water because it takes, well, I mean, these are nuclear powered data centers or something. But you won't worry about getting cancer. We'll be looking forward to it. It's like, oh, thank God. I could die, even if it's a long, wasting, miserable demise. At some point, I'm going. I can see like there's 3-4 people in here max that are under 50 years old. You know? Once you hit 50, that's like those roller coasters that they creep up to the top of their largest drop and they got a sign, "Don't stand up." And then you go over the top. There's that moment where you hang in balance, but it starts getting faster and hurtling down. That's what life is, basically. After 50, it just gets incrementally worse each day, and then you die. So it's not like you're gonna, if I hang on, there's gonna be a bright spot. You know, and if they want to kill everybody, I don't even understand. Why are you giving people COVID drugs? Why don't we just legalize everything? There'll be a few years of chaos, you know, and then people will settle down. But think how many people will be gone. And you know what else, Ramsey?
What?
What was that you were talking about with the videos watching? I've been stuck lately on US dash cam. It's horrible shit. People doing crazy, stupid shit. And you know there's deaths involved in there. So now when I'll watch a bunch of dash cam videos and then go driving somewhere and I freak the fuck out because I'm just like, oh my God. I guess that wasn't funny. That's just, whatever. But here's the thing about the one thing that about Epstein and all this shit about cannibals, about cannibalizing things. And so I started looking up, well, how many animals do eat their own? And they're like, pretty much all of them, yeah, you know. There's like 1,500 species that eat their babies and all this shit. I thought, well, why should we be different? You know, because if you think about it, if you had to resort to, well, here's, if I'm a meat eater and I get stuck on an island, a desert island somewhere from a shipwreck, and there's only one other person, and they're a vegan, and there's grass and fruit trees and everything all around, so the vegan's like, I got my food source. And there's also pigs, chickens, and cows everywhere, and I'm like, well, I got my food source. The thing about it is, trees and grass will continue to grow. I'm going to run out of critters to eat after a while. And who's left? Just some grass-fed, free-range, organic vegan. I cartoon bubbled that dude into a fucking drumstick. It's like, come on, you know. And my qualms about like, oh, eating, like those fucking pussies up there at the in the Andes, that soccer team. They had a movie about this. They're cutting little strips and they're eating this frozen raw strip of a butt cheek or something. And I'm like, if I'm gonna feel guilty, I wanna fucking cut a ham steak, have that shit barbecued, you know what I mean? Fuck, at least get fed. Don't fucking have the stigma without the problem. But you know, when it comes to eating babies, if you had to look at humans, now if you're like us, any of us, how many shots have you taken from the doctors and hormones and all this kind of stuff, and you got weird little bumps and there's fucking creepy shit in your body? I don't want to eat that. If I'm going to cannibalize, I at least want a pure human. Who's purer than a baby? As a matter of fact, you could just put them in boxes like wine, and they just grow in to fill that box, get a flat face, you know, and sell them like veal. Fuck it. Besides, there's no telling at the babies they ate were going to be Nobel laureates or whatever. They were probably shitty fucking people on the make. You know what I mean? It's probably a good thing. Actually, I would say that 90% of them had to be. Because if you look out, now I know I look like a shitty human being, but it's my idea, so I get a pass. Besides, I wouldn't eat anybody over 12. Because that's when you really start doing your independence. What else? I was gonna, oh yeah, and then talking about all the other shit. I just think that we are in a simulation. But if this was like a video game simulation, what's the game? Scary monsters and assholes everywhere? What? I mean, you know, I wanted something I could win or achieve at. All you could do is try to avoid when we get to be the water bears. But think about this. If you're a robot, you live 1,000 years before your parts wear out or whatever, and you got AI, which is... So they finally put an AI thing into a robot body. What's the first thing you're going to think when you see a human? Look at this inefficient, wasteful, idiotic motherfucker. He's not even smart. And just get rid of him. I would. If I was an AI and a robot, I'd kill every human there was. Because we're not smart. We're like the shittiest animal in the whole animal kingdom. Like there's a UN of animals with a wombat as Secretary General and an Ethiopian donkey as his lieutenant governor. And they've got all the little places there. And there's the animals out there. And they go, okay, we're here to vote on who's the biggest asshole animal there is. All the people that, and there's humans on the floor. And we're just naked. We're not by our desk at all. People are like, we nominate humans for the 20th year in a row as the biggest asshole animal. All the eyes have it, you know, because every animal is unanimous. They go, okay, so now we're a big asshole. They're the big asshole animal. What are we going to do about them? We can't do much because we don't have opposing thumbs. Most of them. And you notice, one of the things I like watching is some animal videos. I used to hate that shit. But it turns out, animals are so much better than humans. Their motives. Like, you know, if they're going to eat something, they go, I don't give a fuck if it's Bambi or not. I'm just tearing its head off. But if they're not hungry, they're like, oh, gorilla with a little kitty and all this shit. Humans are like, I don't give a fuck how cute you are. I will torment your life because I feel miserable. And that is the end of my set.
Okay. Yeah, good job. Yeah. Give a hand to the guy who took the bully tonight. Give a hand to Brian, everybody. Brian, you gotta follow me more often. He got locked in. He's like, I'm following the host. It's people here. All right. Hey, who's Kevin? Kevin, say your last name.
Shannon.
All right, let's go.